your tips for today from retrievealover.com. If a good friend came to you and told you that her husband had been cheating on her, your first response would probably be to tell her to leave him. After all, that is what happens when a married man cheats, right? But when it happens to you, it is more complicated. You love him, and as hurt as you are, you may still want to make your marriage work. So how do you decide whether to stay or to go? The first thing you have to ask yourself is, can you ever trust him again? If this was a one-time thing and he is deeply sorry for the pain he has caused you, it is probably worth working together to try and rebuild the relationship. If it has happened several times, well, maybe it is not. The key is to discuss the situation as rationally as you can and find out what caused him to cheat. Was it due to problems in your relationship? Was he bored and looking for excitement? Did working in close proximity with a female co-worker cause one thing to lead to another? You need to know why it happened. If the reason was relationship problems, you can work on those together, perhaps with a therapist. If it is a matter of succumbing to a fling with a colleague or going out too many nights a week with the boys while you sit at home, then with a little trust and adjustment you can work through that, too. On the other hand, sometimes men cheat for reasons that are almost out of their control. He may be what experts call a risk taker and feels the need to stir up excitement for himself all of the time. Or he might be looking for a way out of the marriage, but he has chosen a passive-aggressive way to force the issue. If either of these are the case, you may very well want to consider leaving, because it is not going to get any better the longer you stay. If you do want to stay in the marriage, it is possible to rebuild the trust you had and actually be happier eventually than you were before. But it involves change, and change can be difficult. Many experts have noted that men say that they cheated because they wanted more sex, while women cheated because they wanted someone to make them feel special. But in reality, the underlying reasons that spouses of both sexes stray is quite similar. They find someone outside the relationship who makes them feel cared for in ways they were missing in the marriage. Only you and your spouse can determine what exactly he needs that he was not getting at home. Whatever the reason, the only way to analyze and solve it is to talk to him about it in a calm, adult manner. Avoid the cliches of asking what does she have that I don't, and name-calling, and be as compassionate as you can. Ask him what, from his perspective, was missing in your marriage that he got from his lover. When he gives you the answer, it will be much easier to decide if you are going to stay or not. Unfortunately, what he needs, or what he thinks he needs, may be something you cannot provide. You have your own boundaries, after all, and perhaps his desires fall outside the realm of what you are capable of giving him. You should not be expected to change your values, or swallow your own feelings of unhappiness just for the sake of your marriage. But only through really listening to him will you know whether you can meet him halfway. Even if he promises to never stray again, you will have trust issues for some time to come. Cheating on a spouse is a serious betrayal of your intimate, emotional bond. He has to promise to never do it again, and, at some point, you have to trust that he is not doing it anymore. But he also has to promise much more than that. He has to be a better husband, and he was even before he cheated. And the two of you have not continued to talk about your feelings and monitor the state of your marriage for a long, long time after this. If you have children, the situation is even more complicated. You want them to have their father around, but if the two of you are perpetually angry and untrusting, that is not a very healthy environment for your kids. Children are not stupid, and they see what goes on in their home. Having him stay while you are both unhappy and resentful all the time is not the best situation. But neither is one of you leaving under a cloud of anger and mistrust. Many marriages have survived long after a spouse has cheated, but it took a great deal of commitment honesty, and hard work. Whatever your decision, there will be pain involved. Ultimately, you have to decide what is best for you and your family in the long term. For my own case, my own boyfriend has cheated on me, and I have found out a full system to figure out why, reasons that not even my boyfriend or even other so-called relationship gurus can explain fully to me, no matter how hard they try. And once I have found out the root reasons, I know how to deal with such tricky situation and bring him back into my loving arms again. Till today, he is still at my side. If you are interested, check out my URL links given to you here. I hope you find the tips I have given you today useful. If you are looking to get your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend, ex-wife, or ex-husband back into your loving arms today, my world-famous tutorials at retrievealover.com would be most suitable for you. Get your free tutorials, reports, and practical tips all at retrievealover.com too. Just read the success stories while you are at the site. Learn how you can reverse your breakup and save your relationship the easy way. You can change your lover's mind and turn him or her around in their tracks, almost magically, and they will be attracted to your warmth, your love, and to your true beauty inside and out, once again. All of these will happen for you right at retrievealover.com.